Welcome back to Roll for the Galaxy. This is going to be turns 10 and 11. And in turn 8, I made a mistake. I had said they had spent $8 to get down here to put 7 dice in the cup for the red player, which was an error. So I'm going to give them 1 extra die this time because they should have had an extra dollar. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to take their blue die and put it in. So that now corrects the error from turn 8. All right, over to us, and let's begin turn 10. All right, beginning of turn 10, we've got a mountain of dice. We have nothing here, though. We're going to have to explore for sure. And what do we have here? All kinds of dice. Well, we have 2 explorers. We have a couple wilds, a couple produces, a develop. We have another develop and or settle. Another develop. We have 3 in development. That's pretty good. I think we're really going to have to... We're going to make that turn... Well, we can turn 2 of these into either settling or development. We're going to turn the 2 whites into settlers in case our exploring happens well. We're going to take the 2 wild cards and we're going to make them into explorers. And the 1 ship. What do we want to do with the 1 ship? I think we want to make exploring happen. So we are definitely exploring this turn. And if develop happens, we'll have 3 dice to put on develop. If settling happens, we'll have a couple of dice to put on settling. Otherwise, that won't. So anyway, that's us for turn 10. Let's go over to red player. Or sorry, we're going to go over to the dummy player, and we're going to roll the die and see what else is going to happen. All right, we're going to roll the dummy player die, and didn't roll inside here. So, and it looks like developing is going to happen. So that actually is okay because we're going to get to explore, and then we're going to have 3 dice to put on development. So if we can find a development that only costs 3, we can do it next or this turn. All right. Now we're going to go over to the red player and see what he's doing. Oh, and we are, of course, definitely exploring. So we're going to be exploring, developing, and we'll see what the red player is going to do. All right, so the red player has decided to settle. Not a big surprise. They're almost finished with a 5-point world. And so, yes, this time we're going to have exploring, developing, and settling. So back to us to do those 3 things. And then we'll come back to the red player after that. All right, so we have 5 for explore. So the first thing I'm going to do with explore is we're going to do a stocking action, $2. And then I'm going to do another $2 and another $2. We're up to 7. And then with the other 2 in order, we're going to reach in the bag and we're going to see what we can find. So now we're looking for a 3 development or 2 settle to actually hammer things home. Well, we have a 1 development. You may reassign 1 novelty cayenne die or green die worker to any phase. Okay, or a 6. Alien Sentinels. Gain $3 in alien technology die into your cup when you place this world. Boy, that's big points and it's tempting. But I think we're already ahead in points. I think we're just going to nail that technology. And with this die, I wonder if I should take 2 more dollars. No, we're going to go in the bag. We're going to go in the bag and we're going to pull something else out. So we are either looking for a 2 settle world or another cheap development. And we get a isolation policy. You may reassign 1 or 2 explorers to any phase or a 3 planetary nebula. So gain a rare brown on this world when you place it. So we're going to go with the planetary nebula. Okay, and that's going to be our explore. And now we have develop. So we're going to use this one development, and it goes back in the box. So we do develop the Hydroponics Guild. You may reassign a novelty cayenne die or green die worker to any phase. So we just did that. So we now have 10 worlds settled. Of course, these dice now are useless because there's no more developing happening. And settling, 2 dice go out on the 3. We almost got the settling done if we'd done them in reverse order, but we don't. So that's going to be the end of us, and then I'm just going to do the management phase here at the end. So we have 7, so 6, 7. We can do all the dice except for 1. Yes, and we're going to do that. Boom, 6, 7 dice in the cup with $7. We're all set next time to try to do the same thing again. All right, over to the red player, and they're going to do their turn 10 actions. All right, so turn 10 for them, they have 2 explorers. One of their explorers, they're going to spend $2. And the other one, yeah, they're going to go ahead and spend $2. Now they have, of course, this die goes back in their cup. They have 4 over here, so they're going to spend 1. That's going to complete that planet. These are all going to go back in here, and what do they get? Terraformed World says gain $2 and a consumption purple die into your citizenry when you place this world. So that gives them $2. 1, 2, up to 7. And they get a purple die into their citizenry. So you can see the game near the end gets a ton of dice. And they also have 3 settles left, and that's exactly what they need for this world. So this one is also going to be settled. Wow, and so 8 points right off this turn. And they're going to have gain a novelty cayenne good on this world when you place it. So that they are 1 world away, and they're going to have $7 to spend. So they're going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 into their cup. All right, that's going to be the end of turn 10. We're going to go back to us to begin turn 11. Oh, and we're going to refresh the tokens as well. All right, so turn 11, we have a bunch of dice. We're going to want to do some exploring again. We're going to want to finish off this planet. So right off the bat, we've lots of exploring happening, but it's not definitely going to happen. We have another explorer here. We definitely want to do that. We have one of those. A couple of produces. I don't really care about them. 1 develop, and a ship, and a wild card. I think we really want to end this game right this turn if we can. So we're going to take that ship and we're going to make that a settle. So yeah, boy, we want settling to happen. So we're going to hedge our bets here. We're going to make, so does that work? Settle, settle. We turned that into a settle. We have, well, we can turn 2. Here's what we're going to do. We can turn 2 identical dice because of our executive power into anything exactly what we want. So we're going to put those on settle as well. So if we don't get explore this time, we're going to be in trouble. Now we know the red player has nothing at all, so they're going to want to explore. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to research or develop anything. So we're hedging our bets, and we have 5, 6 into settling. So I hope that's going to do it for us. And let's go over to dummy player and see what they roll. Let's really hope they roll explorer. All right, dummy player, come on, let's see an explorer. Oh yes, that is absolutely what we needed. We are settling. I think the game's going to end this turn, but we're going to find out what the red player did. Let's go over there and see what they've done. All right, so the red player has definitely decided to explore. Not surprising, he doesn't have anything out there. So exploring is definitely happening, and settling is happening, and that's it. And he hedged his bets and put everything into develop. Developing is not happening. Too bad. All right, over to us, the blue player, and if everything goes well, I think we can finish this off, but let's go and find out. All right, so for us, exploring is happening from the luck of the die over on the dummy player. So we have 2 explorers. Of course, this one will go back in the box. We are trying to find a planet to develop. So our first one we pull out. Well, this is easily done. Secluded world. Gain a novelty cayenne die into your citizenry when you place this world, or another 6 development. Wow, but that's for military red die. We don't have any. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to end the game. This is going to go underneath here, and we still have another explorer. So we're going to use that die to go back in the box. Maybe we can get another really cheap planet. Let's have a look. Oh, we're lucking out. We're getting these wildly expensive developments, but we do have a former penal colony. It's another planet. So yes, we're just going to rack up as many points as possible. Developing, not happening. This will go back in the bucket. Of course, the ship die goes back in the bucket. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 dice allocated for settling. So that's 1. Boom. That means all 3 of them. We've just settled this planet. Gain a rare brown good on this world when you place it. Well, okay. It's not going to make any difference because we're going to be adding up points here in a second once both of us have finished our turns. We still have 5 dice left here. Boom, another one on the secluded world. And this one, of course, says gain novelty Cayenne die into your citizenry when you place this. So we're going to get a blue die in here. Notice now we have 12 in our tableau. Of course, you can't see that. Sorry about that. We still have 4 dice here. Boom. We settled this world as well. Former penal colony. It says remove any one of your dice and gain a military red die into your cup when you place this world. Well, it's going sort of off camera there, so we'll take a white die and we'll replace it with a red die into our cup. Boom. We're finished. We're going to come back. Game is basically over. These dice weren't used. We've got 13 worlds out here, and we're going to come back with a point recap, but now we have to do the red player before we do that. All right, so the red player definitely wanted to explore, and I guess he's going to use all 3 explorers. He's going to pull them one at a time, try and find a 1 settle world, because development's not happening, to try and at least get another point. So let's see if he can get any luck doing that. The first one he pulls out is either a 2 world or 5 development. So he's looking for a one settle world, and he gets a 6 world 1. He's having no luck, and his last draw, is he going to be able to get that last point? Nope, it is a 3 world, so he puts it down there and puts that on there, and he's finished. So let's go ahead, tally his points. Game is over. He's got 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31 points for red. I think we have him beat. Let's go over to our area and add up our points. So 31 for red. All right, adding up our points. 10, 16, 17, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, 34, 35, 36, 37. So we've got 37 points. We don't have any end of game multipliers. We have 37 points, and the red player had 31 points, and I probably made lots of bad tactical errors along the way. I apologize for that if I did, and you're looking at the game going, why are you doing that? Why are you doing it? It's because I did it relatively quickly. I really just wanted to show you how the game plays, how long it kind of takes, some of the strategies and decisions you make along the way, and of course, and I even have, I do have multiplier, because I have I have 2 Cayenne worlds, and I thought I had one that said if you have, yes, my multiplier, for every 2 I get a victory point, so I actually have 38 victory points because I have 2 Cayenne worlds, so 38 to 31, still not too bad. Anyway, lots of fun, lots of tiles in the game. Like I said, lots and lots of dice. But it's meant to be played up to 5 players. And if you're playing with 5 players, it's possible you'll be using most of the tokens, these tokens. Of course, there's 60 with the expansion now. And there's 140 dice or something. But again, you get playing 5 players, everyone gets 20 dice or so. And you start using upwards to 100 dice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's Roll for the Galaxy with the first expansion, Ambition, thrown in the mix. Join me, I guess, next time in a month or so for another playthrough series. I don't know what I'll be doing. It'll be a card or board game. Not sure which. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You can like my videos if you like them. Give them a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Leave comments, whatever you like. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And anyway, so much. Thanks again for watching, and join me next time for another complete playthrough series.